Hello dear student. In last class we are discussing our chapter number 2 that is biological classification. In this chapter we studied about kingdom Morera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantia, kingdom Animalia. Okay, what we learned in this topic? We learned in this topic what is biological classification. Biological classification, I am giving a summarized form of this chapter. Biological classification is a scientific order of organism in a hierarchy series of group on the basis of their relationship, morphology, evolution and others. What are the advantage of biological classification? It make their study conveniently, facility identification of organism. It reveal relationship among the various group of organisms. It also enable the biologist to interpret the poorly visible structure of fossil organism. It gives information about plant, animal which do not occur in one's own locality. Okay, so we discuss in this chapter what is biological classification, how it is classified and how it work. We discuss about biological classification. Actually, there is a scientist whose name is Carolus Linnaeus. Linnaeus was the first scientist who gave two kingdom classification. According to Carolus Linnaeus, all the organisms on the earth divided into two categories. First one is Plantia kingdom and another one is Animalia kingdom. But in the last of the day, some other scientists saw that this type of classification are not appropriate for all organisms. Some organisms are differ from Plantia kingdom and some are differ from Animalia kingdom. So another scientist, that is R.H. Wheatkar, who gave 5 kingdom classification. He divided all the organisms in 5 kingdom. The first one is Monera, second one Protista, third one Fungi, fourth one Plantia and the fifth one is Animalia. Why the what are each kingdom are differ to each other. Now we are discuss some common characters of 5 kingdom classification like Monera, cell type. First we discuss cell type. Monera are prokaryote, Protista are eukaryote, Fungi also eukaryote and Plantia eukaryote. Animalia also show their cell type eukaryote in nature. Cell wall. Generally Monera no cellulose, that means their outer membrane is made up of polysaccharide or amino acid. Protista present same, Fungi present same, but their cell wall is made up of cellulose. Plantia, it's present and it is made up of cellulose, but in Animalia kingdom cell wall is absent. If we talk about nucleus, Monera do not have nucleus, but Protista show presence of nucleus. Fungi also have presence of nucleus. Plantia also show presence of nucleus and Animalia also show presence of nucleus. Nuclear membrane is present in Monera but absent in Monera but present in Protista, Fungi, Plantia and Animalia. But if we talk about the body organization, generally Monera are cellular, that means their body is only made up of cell. Protista also show cellular body organization. Some fungi are multicellular or some have lower tissues. Plantia show made up of tissues and organs. Animalia show tissue, organ and organ system. Mode of nutrition, if we talk mode of nutrition, most of the Monera are autotrophic, show autotrophic mode of nutrition, but some are heterotrophic also. Protista, they show both type mode of nutrition, autotrophic as well as heterotrophic. In fungi, heterotrophic they show only heterotrophic mode of nutrition, or maybe in heterotrophic they especially maybe show saprophytic or parasitic. In plantia, they are autotrophic in nature, that means they make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. But in animalia, they show heterotrophic mode of nutrition, that means they are depend on other for their food. In higher animals, they are holozoic in nature, they also show saprotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, this is the general characters of five kingdom classification. So this is a summarized form of early preview class. Now our next class, that means in this class we are mainly discuss about virus, viroids and lichens. So we firstly talk about virus. In five kingdom classification, R.H. Whitaker does not give place virus, viroid and lichens. So we are talking about virus, viroids and lichens. First we talk about viruses. What is viruses? You all are heard about viruses. Actually, virus is a connecting link between living and non-living things. That's why R.H. Whitaker are not sure at that time is it living or is it non-living. So they are not writing anything about that. If we talk about virus, viruses are generally poisonous in fluid. They call many of the diseases. Its group is ultramicroscopic, non-cellular, highly infected agent that multiply only intercellular inside the living host cell without involving group and divided. Outside the host cell, they are inert particle. They are nucleoprotein having one or more nucleic acid molecule, either DNA in, encased in the protein, host of protein or lipoprotein. According to Vivint, viruses are obligated parasite to small to c. Luran defined virus. Luran in 1953 is a scientist defined a viral submicroscopic entity capable of being introduced into the specific living cell, reproducing inside such cell only. If we talk about general character of viruses, viruses are non-cellular, ultramicroscopic infection particle. They are perfectly obligated parasite and cannot be grouped on artificial culture medium. They are inert outside the host cell. Most of the virus can be cultivated on living cell like host tissue culture method, chick embryo method, etc. If we talk about the size of viruses, every every virus have their own size and their own shapes. Smallest animal virus cause foot mouth diseases of cattle. In its size is 10 nanometer. Like small virus, alpha mosaic virus 17 nanometer, tobacco mosaic virus 30 into 15 centimeter or nanometer, parrot fever virus 400 nanometer, beet yellow virus 120 1250 into 40 nanometer, pseudomia FF is 1300 into 16 nanometer. If we talk about a shape, virus can be various shapes. It may be spherical shape of virus like foot mouth virus, alpha mosaic virus are spherical in shape. Cuboid virus like vaccinated virus are cubial in shape. Elongated road shaped virus, tobacco mosaic virus has elongated root shaped virus. Polyhedral, polio and turnip yellow mosaic virus are polyhedral. Tadpole like bacteria virus T2. In generally, they are helical, cuboidal or binal. They are highly pathogenic and cause infection diseases in animal and plant. They cause infection in the host cell by meaning of nucleic acid. They are very easily transmitted from one organ to another by meaning of vectors. The virus transmitted by arthropoda called adenovirus. The leg, irritable energy store, or using motile and protoplasm. They can be precipitate from suspension and can be crystallized in the form of crystals. All viruses are nucleoprotein. Nucleic acid is protected by protein coat again attached by the nucleus enzyme. Nature, if we talk about the nature of viruses are generally intermediate between non-living entity and living organism. It is very difficult to extract whether they are living or they are non-living. Some character of virus suggest that they are non-living and some suggest that they are living in nature. According to that, we discuss about which character possess living and which possess non-living. First we discuss about viruses are non-living. Virus has no complete cellular structure. They are not surrounded by cell membrane or cell wall. They do not show cellular metabolism and lack respiration. They possess high specific gravity unicellular living organisms. Viruses are actively only when they are inside the living host cell. Outside the host, they are as good as chemical substance. They do not have their intermediate. Some viruses have been successfully crystallized like simple chemical substance. Virus can be precipitate just like a chemical substance. Now we are discussing about living character. Why viruses are also called living. If we talk about living organisms, they have definite shape, morphology, structure and living organism. They possess genetical character, it may be DNA or RNA. They show property of mutation. They show irritable and response to the environmental conditions such as heat, ultraviolet rays and humidity, drought, alcohol, etc. They can grow inside the host. Multiple anaeromas show one of the most important property of living organism. Now we are talking about viruses. Now we are talking general structure of viruses. Talking general structure of viruses, that means some every viral show their general structure. Uh, Generally, the structure of viruses are divided into four basic categories. First one is envelope. Some virus possess outermost layer that is called envelope. Second one, capsid. It is the protein coat that surrounded the central portion of nucleotide and enzyme. The capsid consists of a specific number arrangement of a small subunit called capsomer. Nucleoid. The nucleic acid present in the virus is called nucleoid. It may be double-stranded or single-stranded. Enzyme. Only few viruses contain certain enzyme. For example, lysoenzyme in bacteriophage reverses the transcription of retrovirus. Classification. If we are talking about the classification of viruses are divided into mainly two groups. First one is deoxyvirus and another one is ribovirus. That means deoxyvirus that having a DNA. Ribovirus that means that having a RNA. According to that divided into three categories, that are deoxyhelicase, deoxycubidiol or deoxybinar. Like that way, ribovirus is further divided into two classes, ribohelic or ribocubic. Now, some common example of some common viruses. First one we discuss about plant virus, that is TMV, tobacco mosaic virus. We are talking about tobacco mosaic virus, that is commonly called TMV, tobacco mosaic virus, and bacteriophage are such example of viruses present in a plant. Now we are talking about some viruses. Viruses are acellular structure, therefore they do not find a place, and that's why R.H. Whitcomb not placed in a five kingdom classification. The causes disease damage to the host. An example of common viruses causing common cold, influenza, polio, AIDS, etc. some other some other viruses, virus, the structure of virus. If we talk the structure of virus, so the structure of virus are not well defined. They are every virus have their own structure. It is nucleoprotein made up of protein coat called capsid. Capsid is made up of saprosmores arranged in a helical or polyhedral geometrical form, having either DNA or RNA as genetical material, which may single or double stranded. Usually plant virus have a single stranded DNA, bacteriophage have double stranded DNA, and animal virus single or double stranded DNA. Now, disease caused in human by viruses, mumps, smallpox, herpes, influenza, AIDS, etc. In plant, symptoms can be mosaic formation, leaf rolling, curling, yellowing, and vein clearing, dwarfism, and stunt growth. There are some diseases caused by the virus. Now we are talking about viroids. Viroids. If we talk about viroids, viroids was discovered by scientist T.O. Daniel in year 1971. They are a small structure known that are capable of infection. They consist only the nucleic acid without the protein coat. Generally, we talk about viroids. Viroids are much smaller than the viruses, and they are seen by the ultramicroscope. Infected agent from RNA. RNA has low molecular weight, cause potato spindle tubule disease discovered by T.O. Daniel. The next one is lichens. If we talk about lichens, that means lichens is a symbiotic association between algae and component of fungal component. Algae provide food and fungi provide shelter, absorb nutrition, water to algae. Good pollutant indicate as they do not grow in the pollutant area. Lichens are only present in nature. They are not synthesized in laboratory. They are symbiotic association, algae and fungi. Algae partner of autotrophic and synthesize and provide food. Fungi partner often protection and shelter. They are generally when algae component is known as phycobiont or fungi component is called mycobiont, which are autotrophic and heterotrophic in nature. Lichens are very good pollutant indicator. They do not grow in pollutant area. Moss, ferns, they are also included in the lichens because at the time when barrier areas it grow and help in the succession. So this is our end topic of this chapter. Our end topic, uh, okay dear student, our second chapter, that is classification, has been biological classification has been completed. Now we are discussing about notes and exercise. Student, please try at your home to prepare your own notes and exercise work I will provide as soon as possible. So write down this exercise work and notes you write down in your notebook. Okay student, your assignment work is prepare your own notes of this chapter. So make your notes or complete your home assignment as soon as possible. Okay student, we meet in our next session and we will start our new chapter in next class. So okay, bye. Have a nice day student. Enjoy your studies.